tree over there, this one died. As you can see, they're very hard trees. They hardly get any water, often twisted. Some have bigger trunks than others, but they had to use what was available at Mount Sinai. So, you know, these twisted old trees, they had to make them posts, joined together to make panels for the altar and the building and the other furniture. And of course all the treasure came from Egypt. So isn't it so much a picture of our lives? We're in the desert spiritually, dried, you know, twisted up with big thorns. Look at that one as you go out. They have big thorns on them. So we, you know, often hurt each other, prick each other. But God, when we come to Him, He takes us and He shapes us for service, just like they had to take what was available and shape it for the needs of the tabernacle. Now this is covered with copper. Now traditionally in the cultures, if you look through cultural norms, you'll see copper often represents judgment. So the first thing that had to be dealt with was judgment on sin. Later it became the bronze altar because of the argument or the rebellion where 250 men came with their bronze fire pots before the Lord. And remember, the fire came and killed them, but God said the fire pots are holy to me, beat them flat and put them on the altar. So that there was still copper underneath because it was originally built with copper and then later covered with the bronze. Now notice you'll see the representation of the blood on the horns and around. Of course, you can walk up and see the net that they had. God specifically said no steps. You had to work modestly, so they had a ramp. Notice pagan altars have steps with pictures of gods around them. And that's, you'll notice Aaron's response when he built one golden calf. They obviously put it on a typical pagan altar because he said these are the gods, plural, that brought you out of Egypt. So even when they came to Israel, their stone altars had to be straight on the ground. And of course this one though had rods, acacia wood rods with copper, because they had to hand carry all these holy items whenever they moved. And of course the fire from heaven, they had a special fire pot, or several maybe, that they would carry some of these holy coals in, because you can't just light a new fire yourself. It has to be from the holy coals, from the original fire. And these are the only coals that can enter into the holy place, to the incense altar. So you're welcome to go up and have a look and